Hi, it is the Human Operating System time. This is a channel for educations and technology. So a few videos ago, I shared that the 1850s Wing Chun practice consists of two parts. One part is the handling of impulse momentum, and another part is the development of the sixth physiological state, which is supporting the impulse momentum handling. So in Chinese, in ancient Chinese, the handling of the impulse momentum, which is for fighting, is also named as yong or application. The Mandarin is said yong. Okay. For the sixth physiological states development, that is in the Chinese, the ancient Chinese is called Qi or body. So you have the body of the art is developed the sixth physiological state. Then you have the applications of the art, which is the handling of the impulse momentum. Okay, so you have the body and the application. A comprehensive art, a complete art always has to have the body to support the application. Okay, so the application is momentum, and the physiological state is to support this momentum handling, including recovery. So Wing Chun in 1850 is never just techniques and a certain way of doing things. No, you need to have base on these two things. So in the video, I also mentioned that for the older generations, when one practices Siu Lin Tao and so forth, it is known that people purposely making it so small, the movement, so others will not be able to know what is inside of the practice or what is the content of the practice, because it is the content which is make a difference, not just moving, not just techniques. Techniques without content is an empty techniques. Okay, so thus in my book, the Wing Chun Matrix, I share what is the basic content of the momentum handling of the short strike art. And the Wing Chun Inceptions, which is coming up, I'll show the six physiological state development, which now can be measured with the modern scientific wearable device. So you have the good view on the body of the art and the application of the art. So you'll be able to see the basic details, foundation, which is needed, which is a must. And as for all the six core elements, those are in my other books. Okay. Now, so because of this, I got questions from our Wing Chun friend, asked me to share. So how is this Siu Lin Tao 1850 in practice according to what it's supposed to be? Okay. So today I like to share with you, on what is going on with this Siu Lin Tao practice, which is very different. Actually, it's heaven and earth different with today's so-called Siu Lin Tao practice. It doesn't matter what the Siu Lin Tao practice today is called or named as Mind Power Siu Lin Tao or Internal Art Siu Lin Tao. They never have this content. We know it. Why? Because once you be able to read the six physiological state and the momentum, you can see whether that thing have it or not. It is just plain technology. Okay. So one thing I want to share here also. Let's not get into this who represent Wing Chun or who is the model of Wing Chun. Let's drop those. Those have got nothing to do with educations or technology or traditional Chinese culture. Those are just business. Okay, well, because if I'm some kind of grandmaster, then I can, you know, collect more tuition fee, all this kind of stuff. And if I represent this style or that style, I can make more business. Now we don't want to get into that. Or, you know, I'm the best fighter, those things, forget about it. It never exists in the world. So we go to the general Qi Guang way, okay? We look into the technology. This is what I like to share with you. Now, Siu Lin Tao is actually used for gradually build up or develop the physiological states and the impulse momentum handling. That's why that is the core of Wing Chun. Okay? Siu Lin Tao has to do that, has to have that content. Without that content, let's face it, it is just a choreography like in the movie, like a dance. It means nothing. Okay? So standing like this, standing like that, standing this way, move this way, I have to have my this degree of angle that, forget about it. Those are dead stuff if you want to call according to the ancient Chinese culture. The soul of Siu Lin Tao is the content within it. So let's get to it. The basic fundamental critical content of Siu Lin Tao is the three basic elements: the body physical handling, the breathing, okay, and the momentum handling or the force handling, okay. Because you need to handle the momentum, okay? The body, the breathing, and the momentum handling. Okay, you're moving your body, and the body is actually a mass, and then the body multiplied by the speed or velocity, it is a momentum. Okay. So the first key of the practice Siu Lin Tao is when one stand in the equal shoulder stand, which is later people call it Yi Ma stand. One has to be able to get into the state, the physiological state of recovery, okay, which is in the second, the first heart rate zone, okay, the first heart rate zone, or about 50% or under 50-60% or under of your maximum heart rate, okay, so say about 50% of your maximum heart rate when you practice that, or lower, okay, or around that area. So in the Yi Ma, we have to talk about number one thing is the body. The body has to be loose enough, everywhere loose. Absolutely no clamping knee and all those kind of stuff. You want to have your muscle and your bone structure, everything loose. So if you have that loose up, then guess what? You practically can stand in this stance, and the breathing is naturally. So when I say breathing naturally, what does it mean? It means like when we fall into sleep, deep sleep, the breathing is so effortless. Because the entire body is loose and relaxed. The breathing is really deep and effortless. It's naturally go up and down. In fact, you stand in the Yi Ma, you don't even have to do anything. Because this is for recovery, right? So you stand there, you let the breathing run by itself. Okay. So, if the breathing runs by itself, your body naturally will sway a little bit. Because your diaphragm is moving, your spine will move. And then your anus will lifting up when you exhale. When you inhale, it is relaxed down. This is natural. So again, there's three things there, right? First, your body has to be loose enough. Your 7 bone has to be loose enough. You need to be able to know how to stand, to open up your the yin meridian and the yang meridians, okay? The yin meridians or the yang meridians need to be opened up so that you have this, you support this natural breathing like in deep sleep. You're resting, period. This is resting, okay? And the body sway. So there's the three things, right? The body, the breathing, and the momentum. That's the fundamental of the 1850s Siu Lin Tao sets. Without being able to doing that, forget about it. One couldn't even do the first step. By book, by the writing, okay? Now, if this is not open up and shared with you, you will not know that the body has to be handled into that degree. The breathing has to be running by itself freely, and the body has to be move forward and backward, swaying a little bit, slightly. That's momentum, that's handling, because your body, body mass is moving. Okay? It is very different than today's people try to force it this way using mind power or using structure. It's just let it go. That's why in the creed it said, let it be natural, effortless. Okay? Now, that's one of the things. When set at standing, at resting. Okay? Because that's physiological state. The bottom of the physiological state we need to develop before we can go above. Now, when this is developed, when you go into the movement of the Siu Lin Tao, it is not just like, you mimic me waving like a snake. No. The body and the breathing and momentum handling, they go together. For example, today, one of the most practice in Siu Lin Tao set, in the modern Siu Lin Tao set, which doesn't make any sense at all, is this part. Push, okay, you see this part, push or press, okay? This doesn't make any sense in terms of these three contents. Because you want to ask, how is this handling in terms of the body, in terms of the breathing, in terms of momentum? Well, when I do this, what I'm doing? I'm only using my shoulder. When I do this, what I'm doing? I'm actually making my body stuck. Okay? And when I do this, what I'm doing? I'm moving my body. I'm moving my limbs. So how is it in the ancient 1850s? Well, in the 1850s, the doing is, for this, is actually the entire body turn, rotate, spin, torque. Instead of, it's torquing. When this torquing, I have to breathe out, exhale. And you see, the body has to be torquing, exhale, so the momentum handling is a torque type of handling. This is going to build out so that be able to use in the real life. Now, when you get to this, well, it is not there in the 1850s Siu Lin Tao. It doesn't have this or this. It just have this. Okay? The butt is going backward, and the both arm is going spread out this way, while the body is a little bit concave. And the shoulder blade open up. Okay? At the same time, exhale. Okay? So that is how it is. Instead of doing this, when you do this, at back, actually, your shoulder blade close in, squeeze into your spine, your chest become expanding like that, you cannot breathe. and your body is kind of levitate up, disregard what you do. And this is, you just actually root your body, the entire body down, and you spin up your body. You spin up while the butt is pushing backward. So it is not like when people attack me from behind, I do this to them. It is using the butt, if you come from back, using the butt to butt him, okay? And you get up like this. This is for hugging instead of just like that. And when they're hugging like that, it is inhale. So this is exhale, this is inhale, hugging the thing. So this is, in the ancient, is called open, this is called close. Okay? So this entire thing is running this way, instead of just doing this, and then this. What does it mean? Those are just moving. How is the content of this body handling, the breathing handling, and the momentum handling? If this is doing this, how can you use in the real life? So again, back into the two elements. The body of the art, of the application of the art. What is doing this? Support the development of the body of the art and the application of the butt, which is the momentum handling. While you see that this spin up, it supports the body, the breathing, and the momentum. Same thing with this, same thing with this. It is actually one line instead of this start, stop kind of stuff. It is not, it is twist, going down, coming up. And then of course it's going to spread out. Okay? So this is what is the content there. So this is what I'd like to share with you today. Okay, so let's not get into who's right, who's wrong, who's blah blah blah. This is not my stuff. This is 1850s. I just share with you what is it in there. Okay. So if you want to handle the short strike momentum, the body has to be trained that way. The physiological state has to be developed. You cannot say, well, I'm going to do this, mind power. I'm going to do this, mind power. Or I'm going to do this like Tai Chi, Chi, push hand. How the world is the push hand of the Tai Chi is going to apply here. So we need to look into things technically. Is it making any sense or not? If it doesn't make sense, then you know that it doesn't make sense. And if somebody grabbed me from behind, I meant, will I be, now grab me from here? Will I be able to go doing this? Or is as the 1850s? You grab me, expand up, bump you, okay? Expand up, bump you. You need to use that part. Not just using the hand to try to defend it, which is too far away. Speed-wise, power-wise, doesn't make sense. So when you say that the 1850 Wing Chun, when you're going to go throw, you know, when you throw and so forth, close body, you always need to use the butt. That's where it trained it. So this is to share with you today.